Welcome Craft and Design 3.0. And for my dear audience, in this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of upcycle metal welding craft or upcycle metal welding design. So, dear audience, when we talk about upcycling a metal craft, then different question arise in our mind like what is a upcycle craft, or what is upcycling process, or what is upcycling art, or what is an upcycled product, or what is upcycling symmetrical position of a welding procedure. So, because upcycling, also known as creative reuse, is the process of transforming byproducts, waste material, useless or unwanted products into new materials or products. Waste material, unless some products into new material are products perceived to be a greater quality, such as artistic value or an environmental value. So, food cans upcycled into a stool. When we talk about upcycling process, then upcycling is the process of reusing waste materials, especially. But in welding, also process waste material without breaking them down into their base state to create a product of a higher value or quality. So the term upcycling is relatively new, but its concept is quite old, commonly described as creative reuse. But in welding procurement, how we can make an upcycling art and upcycling design, then upcycle art is essentially the practice of repurposing recyclable waste metal in order to turn it from something that is unwanted to a creative piece of genius. So this may involve, for example, cleaning out empty bottle in plastic craft, but in iron-made things, welding procedure meant we can make different metal sculpture art and different creativity things for making uh, different welding project conditions. So, dear audience, I especially prescribe in my videos a metal sculpture art and metal sculpture position for making these things. Which metal is mostly used for recycling, upcycling the things? So, metal sculpting and alloy or casting is the process of creating objects of metal by pouring liquid metal into molds to form them in sculpture or other items. So, copper, brass, bronze, and aluminum are the most common material poured into molds. So, making a metal sculptures or metal made things is relatively easy and inexpensive. So, which metal is mostly used for welding procedure and welding purement new things, which is the metal most used for making the new things is bronze, which is basically an alloy of copper and tin and metals, but gold, silver, aluminium, copper, brass, lead, and iron have also been widely used. So why is metal good for making these things? So metal is as durable as time and is fluid as a river and rigid as a rock or as flexible as a feeder. So to a sculptor, metal is liquid. The choice of metal, how it's work and how it is used to define the craft. So discover the seductive alloy of nature product element and different elemental and different metal made things and different metal designs of which is used for upcycling word is used for these things. So my dear guys, what is metal art? Because metal Work is the art of crafting object for metal from metal. So metal is an important material used to produce a wide variety of objective used in everyday life. And which artists does metal sculpture? Because other bronze sculptor include Donatello, Phidias, and Myron also. And Polycletus. Other artists known as for creating metal sculpture include Isamu Noguchi and Loisi Borgias, Sir Anthony Carl, and Mark Suero, Henry Matisse, and Henry More, Edgar D. Guess, and Alberto Giacomotti, Jacob Epstein, and Umberto Boxani is also. So, what is the process of metal sculpture? Hard chisel is used to cut, heat it, and soften the metal. So, once the excess material is removed, hammering process is continued by placing the sheet on a tool called steel rod, which helps in embossing of sheet into desired shapes. So different parts of the statue are made separately, which helps is detailing process. And what is the concept of a different sculpture? Because sculpture an artistic form in which hard or plastic material are worked into three dimensional art object. The design may be embodied in freestanding objects in relief on surfaces or in environments ranging from tablets to context that develop the spectator. So, when we talk about its purpose or welding material purpose, a sculpture is defined as a three-dimensional form made from a material such as clay, wax, plaster, stone, polyester, and fiberglass, metal, or plastic. So, it is often used to decorate public spaces that are usually very large. The sculpture is also sometimes used to express feeling, to tell a story, to teach or to scare. It can be a different minded and different purpose and different countries purpose. These my ideas are used for different elective proceedment. So, what is an origin of metal welding, upcycle metal welding procurement? The earliest known works of metal made things dated from around 3 to 1000 BC. Early man created utilitarian objects that were decorated with sculptural forms. Ancient people also created small animal and human figures carved in bone, ivory, or stone for possible spiritual or religious purpose. So, what is the characteristics of sculpture? What are the elements of sculptures? So, several vital elements define sculptures and other 3D artwork: line spaces and mass or volume shapes, value, color, or rhythm or repetition, continuity and emphasis, balance, texture and proportion also are used in my these ideas, or you can also their own ideas. So most welding sculpture will use many or all of these elements. So dear audience, I think that my video and my these welding upcycle welding ideas inspire you much, and if inspired, then subscribe my channel, like my video, and share my video with your affectionate love. So thank you very much, guys, for watching my video. Once again, thank you very much for love for me. Thank you.